Did you know that the average person wastes literally hours every single year just sitting in traffic to get to the bank, only to wait in another line once they finally arrive? Well, what if you could instantly get all that time back? Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to walk you through exactly how to master the First Horizon mobile deposit feature.
Look, we've all been there, right? You finally get a check, but it's 5:30 p.m., the branch is already locked up, and you really need those funds to start clearing. Today, we're going to see exactly how your smartphone can save you precious time and honestly, a good chunk of gas money by stepping in as your own 24/7 digital teller.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with why you should use mobile deposit, then move into preparing your physical check, and go through a step-by-step app walkthrough. After that, we'll cover avoiding common deposit pitfalls, dive into some advanced tips in security, and finally, wrap it all up with a summary and some quick disclaimers. All right, Section 1, why use mobile deposit? The ultimate banking convenience. Let's talk about why making this digital shift is an absolute no-brainer. The single biggest advantage here is just total freedom. Seriously, as long as you have an eligible First Horizon account in good standing and a solid internet connection, bank hours literally no longer apply to you. You can deposit a check from your kitchen table on a Sunday morning or even from a hotel room halfway across the country. And you're gonna love this part. The cost? A big, beautiful zero. That's right, mobile deposits are completely free for eligible First Horizon customers. You are unlocking a premium level of convenience without a single extra charge hitting your account. Moving right along to Section 2, preparing your physical check. Doing it right the first time. Because before you even open that app, banking regulations do require a little bit of strict prep work to make sure everything goes off without a hitch. Okay, so this is absolutely crucial, the endorsement phrasing. If you just quickly scribble "for deposit only" or just sign your name like you used to at the physical branch, you're probably going to run into a roadblock. To stop fraud in its tracks, First Horizon requires a highly specific endorsement. You actually have to write out "for deposit only" to First Horizon Bank account of, and then add your signature right below that. If you use a generic phrase or just check that little mobile deposit box on the back, First Horizon's risk filters might automatically reject it. You also need to make sure the check itself actually qualifies. To keep things secure, it's going to be a standard, current U.S. check, drawn on a U.S. bank in U.S. dollars. Plus, it has to be payable solely to you, so no third-party names unless they're actually on your account too. Double-check that there are no weird scribbles or whiteout corrections on it. Make sure it's dated within the last 6 months, and remember that remotely created or demand drafts just won't work for this feature. Okay, Section 3, step-by-step app walkthrough. Executing your deposit smoothly. Your check is perfectly prepped, so let's get into the app interface and see exactly how this process flows. Here is your exact workflow. First up, you just log into the First Horizon app and tap that mobile deposit tab sitting right there on the lower menu. Next, pick the account where you want the cash to land. Then comes the actual fun part, snapping the pictures. A pro tip here, place your check down on a dark, flat, well-lit surface. It creates this great contrast that really helps the app out. You just line the check up inside the screen guides and let the autofocus capture the front and back for you. Finally, type in the exact dollar amount and hit submit. But hey, definitely double-check that number before you tap. Guessing or rounding up will absolutely cause a rejection. Now, lock this time into your brain, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That is your magic cutoff. If you hit submit on a standard banking business day before 9 p.m. Eastern, it actually counts as a same-day deposit. But if you submit it at, say, 9:05 p.m. or on a weekend or federal holiday, the whole thing just rolls over to the next business day. On to Section 4, avoiding common deposit pitfalls. Troubleshooting errors and timeouts. Look, even mobile banking pros hit a snag every now and then. So let's break down how you can bypass the most common errors. If your deposit happens to get rejected, it's almost always going to be one of these super easily fixable issues. We already hammered home that strict endorsement wording, but lighting is honestly just as important. Blurry photos, a chopped-off corner, or heavy shadows hiding the numbers will instantly confuse the reading software. Oh, and here's a really sneaky one, your phone's accessibility settings. If you use extra large fonts or screen magnification on your device, it can actually scramble the app's interface and camera guides. So if things look weird, you might need to toggle those off just to complete the deposit. And here's a number to save you a massive headache later. 5. The First Horizon app has a super strict 5-minute inactivity timeout, just to keep your account safe. So if you're taking a while hunting for a pen, writing out that long endorsement, or struggling with the lighting for the photo, the screen might just hang or throw a timeout error. If that happens, no need to panic. You literally just need to close the app out, log back in, and give it another go. Maybe just a little faster this time. Let's level up. Section 5, Advanced Tips and Security. Protecting your financial data. We're going to dive into the heavy-duty security that First Horizon uses to protect your digital money.
You can totally rest easy knowing your data is locked up tight. First Horizon uses multi-factor authentication, or MFA. That means if you log in from an unknown tablet or phone, you'll be challenged with a verification code. For everyday use, definitely enable Face ID or your fingerprint login. It's incredibly safe and super fast. And if you're ever worried about sensitive check images just floating around your phone's photo gallery, don't be. Those images are processed securely right inside the app and are never saved to your personal camera roll. Also, for everyone's safety, First Horizon actively blocks modified or jailbroken phones from even accessing the network. So, after you get that success screen, here's what the standard processing timeline looks like. If you make your deposit on day 1 before that 9 p.m. Eastern cutoff, First Horizon might place a standard automatic hold on it for up to 2 business days. That means your funds are typically fully available to spend by day 3. Now, skip ahead to day 14. After the funds have fully cleared and a solid 2 weeks have passed, it is finally safe to say goodbye to the paper check. Just run it straight through a shredder to fully protect your personal info.
Finally, Section 6, Summary and Final Disclaimers. Wrapping up your digital toolkit. Let's go over just a couple final rules of the road so you're totally good to go. This policy quote, right from First Horizon, is absolutely key. Always keep that physical check tucked away in a secure place until the funds actually clear and fully settle in your account. Seriously, do not toss it in the trash right after you hit submit. Just in case there's a dispute over the image, a glitch in reading the numbers, or an extended hold because it's a huge deposit, you really want that original piece of paper to fall back on. Also, just keep in mind that bank policies, deposit limits, and the app itself can change over time. It's basically a golden rule in digital banking to keep your app updated to the newest version. But hey, if things keep timing out after a big software update, or you just need some personalized troubleshooting, grab your phone and call First Horizon customer service at 800-382-5465. They've got dedicated specialists sitting there ready to help you out. So think about how this changes your weekly routine. Now that you've got the exact actionable steps and you know the security features are rock solid, how much of your life are you going to get back by never standing in a teller line again? Go ahead, download the app, and take back control of your time today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on this explainer, and happy digital banking.